Remember House Arrest in 1996 with Jamie Lee Curtis? Not this one. This is House Arrest in 1996 with Tiffany Mynx. That makes it better. House Arrest. Franklin Werner Wright has passed away. His wife wants money because she's his wife. His nephew wants money because he's his blood. Who's gonna get it? Huh? What do you think? Place some bets. $10 million. All she has to do is not leave her house for a week. Frank Marino made this.
You know, I did work for that director, Frank Marino, last week.
He name drops himself in this movie. Did you like that? One thing about Frank Marino that I like is that one of his pseudonyms is Frank Mario. It's like taking one letter out of your name. Take the N out. No one will know who I am. He's a DP and a director. He's directed 75 movies. So you would say, oh, that's a director. But he has shot way over 100 movies. He's known as a DP, cinematographer, but also a director. He made the Real World series, REEL, and he made the Lethal Lolita in 1993. I don't know a whole lot about him, but Marc Cushman, on the other hand, I love Marc Cushman. He wrote a bunch of Richard Mallor. Richard Mallor is in my hierarchy. Angel's Back, Angel Rising, The Huntress. Those are a handful of Richard Mallor films that he wrote. Now he's a writer, director, producer, mostly known as a writer. He's wrote a bunch of stuff that we've even done. The two Angel films I just mentioned, but Torrid, Nightmare on P Street. And you know what I learned today from researching this? Speaking of pseudonyms, Marc Cushman has a bunch of alternate names that all have to do with money. His main one is Marc Cushman. A lot of time writes under Marc Cashman. But also, funny guy he is, sometimes he writes under Cash Markman. And I'm going to need the script for this. Marc Cushman under Marc Cashman, Cash Markman, Bill Dollars, Frank Marks, and Penny Nichols. I'm counting Marks because is Marks slang or is that overseas? Either way, Marks also means money. This is like a second generation VHS release. It's not the best. If you don't want to watch it, I won't hold it against you. This is one of our releases from 3 years ago. It's back from the dead today, mostly because of Tiffany Mynx. Tons of names from the VHS era. And we're going to talk about all of them when we come back.
I, Franklin Werner Wright, being of sound mind and rapidly failing body, do hereby leave my entire estate, totaling more than $10 million, to my wife and really hot babe, Connie Wright.
Can't you do something about this? She'll blow the money in one day at lingerie time.
Which is exactly the way that you would blow it too, Mr. Werner.
Who is she? She's not family.
I'm Judith Tyler. I'm an attorney, and I'm here representing Mrs. Wright.
Please, there's white Broncos out there I need to be chasing. Can we get on with the reading of the will?
This is not fair. I mean, I'm Uncle Frank's only living blood relative. That's gotta count for something.
It does, Mr. Werner, and this next paragraph pertains to you. As for my nephew, Lucky Burner, he can best be described as a mere waste of space. And that's exactly what I leave him. Mere empty space.
I'll have the will contested. I deserve more than an empty space.
How? What did you do besides cause Franklin grief? You squandered away every penny he ever gave you, and he was always bailing you out of trouble.
Lucky, is there something about you I don't know?
Don't worry about it. Don't get any wrong ideas.
Nonetheless, he stipulates that you must stay away from men for a week.
1 full week? That's inhuman. How am I expected to do that?
If you don't, you'll forfeit the whole estate, and all the money will go to Mr. Burner here.
Well, there's light at the end of the tunnel after all. Hear that, fun, honey? With money like that, I can buy you a real acting career.
You mean I'll get to do just dialogue?
Don't count your money so fast, Lucky.
Very well, then. For the next week, in a sense, you'll be under house arrest. You'll be required to wear this ankle bracelet, and it'll be locked around your leg, and if you decide to leave the house at any time, your whereabouts will be tracked.
What about food? What about shopping? What if I have to get one of my nails fixed? How am I supposed to survive?
You can have food delivered, and if there's anybody that comes over your house, it's got to be under business circumstances only. All your moves would be under constant surveillance. You know, Miss Lake, I've seen some of your films. The name of it was Eat Me in St. Louis. They're quite good.
But I didn't have any dialogue in that one, silly.
It was the body language. You're excellent with the body language.
Oh, thank you. You know, as an actress, I always try and put my best foot forward.
When you act fun, nobody's looking at your feet, trust me.
Oh, shut up, Lucky. The man is complimenting me.
Indeed I was.
What a nice man. Maybe I should let him sue somebody for me. What do you think, Lucky? You know, I did work for that director, Frank Marino, last week. I bet he's got a lot of money.
$1 million is a lot of money, Fawn. And I won't settle for a penny less.
Wow. It's locked on there good. If you even leave the house, Connie, they're gonna know. Well, for $10 million, I think I can find a way not to leave the house. I hope so. I'm gonna get going, but I'm gonna call you later, okay? Are you gonna answer your phone? Yeah.
Here she comes.
Why are we waiting for her to leave, Lucky?
Well, sorry for intruding, but what could I do? The car wouldn't start.
Well, the phone's over there. Call a tow truck and then get out.
Excuse me. I know you hate us, but I really gotta pee. Can I use your bathroom?
Yeah, feel free.
You know, she was really frustrated in there.
Don't think I can take any more of this. Maybe TV will get it off my mind.
Looks like your plumbing's been ignored for quite a while, lady.
Only since I got married. I bet you don't ignore your wife. Like my husband ignores me.
That was horrible. Hello. Oh, hi. Well, it's fine, I guess. But do you think you could come over? Well, I mean, it is allowed, right? You're my attorney. You can come over here.
Lucky, how much longer do we have to sit here? I'm missing all my favorite soaps.
Will you stop whining? I'm waiting for Connie to leave the house so we can follow her.
She's not gonna leave. Well, what do you suppose she wants?
I bet she came back to look for some legal loopholes.
Connie, what is it? You called me so frantically.
Lucky, here she comes. Here she comes. How long do we have to wait here, Lucky?
Until something happens.
Lucky. Wake up, Lucky. Lucky, you're snoring.
I don't want to go to school, Mom. Even if it means being a loser for the rest of my life.
Lucky, I want to go home. I want to sleep in my bed. Lucky.
Ah. All right. All right. Oh. Well, I guess if she hasn't done anything now, she's not going to. Unless something happens that makes it impossible for her to sleep.
Oh, no. Whatever it is, you can leave me out of it.
Come on, honey pie. I need someone who can act.
Why don't you call one of my girlfriends? Do whatever you want. I want to go home. I want to sleep in my bed. Alone.
I know. I think I'll call and order a pizza. Huh. That's it. Yes, I would like a pizza delivered.
Hey, you pizza! Hey, get your... Hey, that's a Supreme!
According to the agency that was monitoring your ankle, Connie, it says that you never left the house in the whole week.
I knew you could do it.
I can't believe that.
We also had a private detective staking out the house, and he stated that the only sleaze bag they saw around the house was you, Mr. Berner. Miss Wright had some other business here. Let's see. Miss Wright had her telephone repaired 7 times, cable repaired 6, her washer and dryer repaired 5 times, her carpet steam cleaned 8 times. She also had 17 deliveries of groceries made, 27 pizzas delivered, and she bought 186 boxes of Boy Scout cookies. Sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds like a bad plot to a bad movie.
Bad? God, with a storyline like that.
All right, I may be a loser, but how big a loser can I be?
Congratulations, honey. I knew you could do it.
All right, what do you prefer? The Jamie Lee Curtis 1996 house arrest or the Tiffany Mynx 1996 house arrest? I love Tiffany Mynx. If you remember, if you're paying attention at home, my 3 favorite adult films as a child were Private Teacher, User Friendly, and Wet and Wild. And Tiffany Mynx is in User Friendly. Tiffany Mynx is in tons of stuff. She's in Quantum Deep, that we have on our channel, which is her and Peter North. In this movie is her and Peter North. So Kaylan Nicole is the lead of this. I know I keep talking about Tiffany Mynx, but Kaylan Nicole is the lead of this, and I don't know who she is. She's beautiful. and she's the lead. And I went down her whole IMDb, and I've never heard of a single picture she's been in. But one name did jump out at me, The Candy Factory. I want to look that up and see if we can acquire that. I'd like to do The Candy Factory. And she plays Connie Wright, the deceased Franklin Werner Wright. She's the widow. Misty Rain plays her attorney, and I like me some Misty Rain. She's been in a bunch of the Taboos. Oh, I have an announcement. We've done Taboo 17 that she was in. She was in multiple Taboos that we haven't done. She was in Debbie Does Dallas again in Taboo 17 that's on our channel. Why? This is for the end anyway. Why say I'm going to make an announcement? Just tell you. Next Sunday is a brand new one. And it's a Taboo, a lost film. I've been doing so much work over the last couple of days. And I found one of the Taboos that we did not release. We have done 1 through 6, no 7, 8, 9, no 10, 11, or 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. Anyways, I found Taboo 7. That's going to be that's cutting in front of everything. Peter North plays Lucky Burner. That's the nephew, blood relation nephew. Like I said, he was with Tiffany Mynx in Quantum Deep. And he's been in tons of movies. He's Peter North. But Priceless and Hotel Paradise are on our channel from Peter. Speaking of movies on our channel, did you notice on this second generation VHS crappy release, from today, the pizza delivery guy that you see for a couple seconds, do you recognize him? That's Steven St. Croix. We just saw him in Planet of the Apes. Is that right? Planet of the Babes. So the lawyer said, I just saw you in a recent movie, Eat Me in St. Louis. I almost cut that out of the movie because I thought it was innuendo. And it's not. It's not a play on words. There is not an adult film called Eat Me in St. Louis. Obviously, there's a film called Meet Me in St. Louis, the 1944 Turner classic. Eat Me in St. Louis is just a dumb play on words. There is a prog rock band, which that is their third album, It Bites. We heard of It Bites? They have an album called Eat Me in St. Louis. Eat Me in St. Louis is also a pretty famous podcast for foodies in Missouri. The original motion picture was 80 minutes long. We got ours down to 11. And G, a true squeaky G. This is day 3 for releases. I don't have a job for 11 days. So I'm going to try to get as much barefoot stuff as I can. I'm sick of looking at myself. So today we're doing backwards baseball hat and I don't know if I can't say what I call these glasses and probably what you call these glasses, but you know they're creepy. These are from a movie that I'm acting in. I'm not supposed to be wearing them, but I broke my glasses and I kind of broke my backup glasses, so I'm wearing my movie glasses. All right, thanks for watching. Will you see me tomorrow, 4 days in a row? I'm getting close to burnout. Maybe I can get new disguises.